Yo, I'm Luke, and welcome to the Anime Saga. Well, since anime is now on its 100-year anniversary, I thought it would be great to look back at animes from the past to see how it all began. And I'm going to focus more on TV series because I feel like those are the ones that evolved the most throughout the years. So, let's get started by reviewing the first anime series to appear on TV. No, not that one. Okay, not that one either. Okay, it's definitely not that one. Alright, now you're just guessing. What the hell was that? Alright, stop! Believe it or not, the first one is not what you expected, because the first anime is called Instant History. Yep, this is the first one, airing on May 1st, 1961, and telling about historical events. It aired for only a year, but was able to get a sequel that aired for 2 years. It seemed like it had a decent success, so how come this anime isn't well known? Well, let's find out by looking at Instant History. Right, I can't really show any clips or episodes because I can't really find them. Yeah, starting off with a rough one, huh? It turns out that there aren't any episodes out there, or at least that I couldn't find, and if you go on any anime info website, you'll find only production information and a short synopsis about the anime, but nothing about the episodes or the events specifically. It seems the series may have been lost, or it hasn't been or can't be modified to digital or home media, which is why I can't find any info about it. So, is that it? It's over? Do I just give up and flush my possibly successful channel down the toilet? Well, no. It turns out that this is not the only anime in the past that has no or little information and episodes because of being lost or not converted. This is probably why you see a lot on Wikipedia that are in the red. So, what are we going to do in this situation? Well, we're going to look over the information that we have and see what we can figure out about the anime itself and what it could be about. And if it turns out that the anime comes out in the future, then we will give it a proper review and see if the theories or information hold true. Well, let's put our detective skills to the test and see what this historical anime has to tell. Alright, let's start with the production. It was directed by Ryuichi Yokoyama, created by Otogi Production Studio, and was broadcasted on Fuji TV. As for runtime, like I said, it aired on May 1st, 1961, and lasted till February 24th, 1962, with a total episode count of 312. Damn, it would have taken me forever to watch this entire series. Oh, they're only 3 minutes. I guess that technically makes this a short series, but anime was still figuring out its identity on TV, so I'll give it a pass. And this was so successful that it got a sequel on June 25th, 1962 called Otogi Manga Calendar, and got a new network to broadcast on TBS. Though I wouldn't call this a sequel, more like a rehash, as it's the same episodes, just adding a few minutes to each one. Sorry guys, changing a few things just doesn't make it new. I'm looking at you three stooges.
Hey, that's an insult!
But don't worry, I still love you guys.
Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. Get out of here.
Well, we got the production taken care of. Now let's look at the anime itself. Now again, I can't show any clips or episodes, but there is one image that has been saved. So let's take a look at this ancient masterpiece. Jeez, I knew the anime was old, but not that old. Okay, bad joke aside, this anime is a telling of important historical events, so it assumes that the episode with this still would have focused on the prehistoric times. Now, it is uncertain if this is the first or one of the first episodes, because there's no telling if the anime tells the events chronologically or random order. Also, something about this image seems familiar. Like something else that came out on TV in the 60s. Like...
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Stone Age family.
Well, okay, that, but what I'm talking about is the animation. The animation looks almost like the ones from J-Ward Productions, the studio that brought us Rocky and Bullwinkle, Dudley Do-Right, and Mr. Peabody and Sherman. And that can make sense for two reasons. One is that these shows aired on TV in the early 1960s, same as Instant History. And two, with the anime telling of events, it seems they were inspired by Mr. Peabody, but instead of just talking about historical figures, they decided to focus on events. So Yokoyama may have gotten inspiration from them, or you never know, it could have been the other way around. The funny thing is, anime got some or most of their inspiration from Disney in the past, so I thought they would use their style. But Disney didn't air any animated shows on TV, so they probably thought it was only good for films. Yeah, well, just wait till the 80s and 90s.
There's so much to do, getting ready just for you. Everybody's busy bringing you a Disney afternoon.
Okay, back on track. Another thing about the image is that it was originally published in a newspaper called Mainichi Shimbun, which oddly enough is where the director Yokoyama wrote some of his comics along with this one. So yeah, you can say the first anime series was based off of a newspaper comic and not a manga.
Bizarre.
So you may think we covered everything we can now, but there is one last thing that makes it interesting, and the fact is, it's not fully animated. Yeah, it turns out that this anime has some live action. I found out in the Anime Encyclopedia, an actor talks about the event on screen and then he or she narrates the rest during the animated portion. Now, this isn't anything new, as there was an anime special called Three Tales, which is a telling of 3 children's stories that aired on 1960 that did the same thing. So, Yokoyama may have used Three Tales as an inspiration too, and decided to produce the anime in the live action and animated mixed format. Now, I know some people may say that because of this anime doesn't count and wouldn't be considered the first. But again, anime series were discovering its identity on TV, so again, I'm giving this a pass. So, with all the information I've collected, it doesn't seem like this anime was anything groundbreaking or interesting to behold, but honestly, I still want to see it. Instant History seems like it can be an intriguing show of telling events in history and using Yokoyama's comics to help guide you through them and to keep you entertained. And while it may not be a famous anime, I feel like this anime should be observed, whether it be for curiosity or for making a major first step to anime, not only for TV, but also for Japanese animation history. So, thank you all for watching, and next time we'll get into a more familiar review. I'm Luke, and the saga will continue.
There's so much to do, getting ready just for you. Everybody's busy bringing you a Disney afternoon. Hey, can't you feel the buzz? Don't you know you feel the buzz? Because everybody's busy, just a little dizzy, bringing you a Disney.